Amin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vashyatya Deshadarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam Angum langayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Paramananda madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Shri Gurum Ninatanam Hare Krishna. Very happy to be with all of you this morning, and I'm very grateful to all of you for once again giving me this wonderful opportunity to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam for Lord's glorification and my own purification. Haribol. So, we are on the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, first chapter, shloka number 16. Right? Shloka number 16. That's where we are. Let me ask all of you a question. Just wanting to ask you all a question. When I movement, how many of you are leaders? Oh, devotees are humble not to admit. Okay. How many of you want to be leaders? Okay. Some of you, they are admitting. All right. How many of you have a leader? Okay. I find most of them confused. Anyways, I asked you three questions. How many of you are a leader, have a leader, and want to be a leader? These are three questions that I asked. Okay. So how many of you have some clue what is a leader? Some clue. Okay. We have some clue. So I'm requesting you, name one quality that you want to see in your leader. Just one quality. This one. You can take some time to think, but you want one quality from the leader. This is what you expect. If this person is my leader, this is what I want this person to be. Okay. Visionary, inspiring, okay. Humble, lead by example, cooperate with whom? Be compassionate, be honest. Very nice, very wonderful qualities you're all mentioning. Okay, should have knowledge and yet be humble. Expectations should be very clear. Scold me. Wow, this is a very unique response. Scold me to reach the ultimate goal. Scold me. Ethical, should have ethics. Okay. Inspiring. Wonderful. Top management. Okay, I want the top man. Leader should be in the top management. Otherwise, don't be a leader. Okay, should have empathy. Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful qualities, list of qualities. I'm just inspired to tell you all a story. This is about 7 years ago. I was in India and I was suggested by some of my Shiksha gurus that Prabhu, you should go to a bus party. Now you may all understand, what is bus party? You all go in a bus party? Yes. The first time I landed in Canada, that was in Calgary. And as soon as I landed, I was given a lecture to speak. After the lecture was done, I don't know what I spoke, how I spoke, who were the audience. But after the lecture, they told Prabhu, we want to take you to the nightlife of Calgary. So they went there. I went there. I went there and I saw that some of them were shouting and yelling, some people, yeah, like that boys and girls were yelling. And what they were doing is they were going on a bus. And that bus didn't have a driver. They had to pedal. You pedal and the bus goes ahead. How many of you seen this? You're hearing first time, don't worry. Yeah. So like this, they have to pedal and go, and there they drink and have music and drink in that bus. And they pedal and they go and they show off to others. We are enjoying. So usually, if you say bus party, people think it is something like this. No, this is not bus party. And that's a paddle bus. Thank you. Thank you for that scientific terminology. Whoever has invented should That person will feel happy. We have used his name. Okay, paddle bus. So usually people think bus party must be like this. So in our case, bus party means a group of devotees go together in a bus to distribute books. That's called as bus parties. Where we don't have temples, which are remote areas, where people wouldn't have heard probably of ISKCON nor anything, but we would like to go there and ensure Prabhupada's books reach there. That's called a bus party. So this was my first day, first show of bus party. So I went there and I was clueless because this is my first experience. I've done other kinds of book distribution, but bus party. And I could see that there is one devotee who was going, distributing books, coming back, taking more books, going and distributing. He was doing that so fast. So I said, Prabhu, please tell me also. Your speed is tremendous. Can you please tell me also what are you doing? What is your secret? He said, Prabhu, no time for training in war zone. Just come with me and see how am I doing. And that guy was going here, going there, distributing books. Very nice. I was inspired. And I got his technique. And we have a practice. We do Mangalarti Chapa in the morning, after which we don't have a class, Bhagavatam class in the morning. Reason being, we shift the Bhagavatam class after lunch, post lunch in the bus party days. So the Bhagavatam class was a recording, audio recording. Yeah, normally nobody gives class. There's no time to prepare, etc. So we prefer playing a recording. So audio recording was going on, and there was audio recording of my spiritual master. And he said one statement that Srimad Bhagavatam is something that will make you a leader. Srimad Bhagavatam, having taken shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, you hold on to Srimad Bhagavatam, and Bhagavatam becomes your leader and leads you to direction. So I just got an idea. Please turn on more videos if you want to know what is my idea. I need those points. Thank you. Thank you. Only two. I was expecting at least 10. Okay. Not bad. 5, 6 we got. Okay. I'll tell you what we did. So along with all my books, I was just carrying the Bhagavad Gita and Krishna book. I carried the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. My spiritual master said, this will give you direction. So then I was asking Bhagavatam, where do I go? So going, Bhagavatam was directing me. I was giving books. Immediately the books were going. And as the experience, this was the evening experience. In the evening, experience grew so much. I was distributing faster, 2x, 3x faster than that devotee who was there. And now that devotee came to me and asked, Prabhu, what is your technique? I want to know. I said, there cannot be training during wartime. If you want to know, come along with me. Hare Krishna. Just kidding. I told, just take Srimad Bhagavatam. And I was giving away the books. And at one point of time, all my books went off. And was the first canto Bhagavatam was remaining. And the person was asking, Maharaj, what is that book that you have? I said, this is my direction. I'm not going to give it to anyone. Yes. So Bhagavatam makes you a leader. You become a reader of Bhagavatam, you become a leader in life. And those of you who didn't raise hands for the fact that are you leaders or not, please understand you're all leaders. So Prabhu, how can you be so sure? Because there is at least one person everybody has to lead in your life. Who is that? Ourselves, right? At least if you're not leading people, a group, a company, a party, um, a, a troop, we at least have to lead ourselves. So thus every single person who is there in this Zoom room, who is not there, is by default a leader because we have to at least lead our lives. So this particular shloka, the purport of Srila Prabhupada focuses on who is a leader and who is a misleader. So leader and misleader, that is something we are going to definitely learn today. Okay, so we go back to Naimisharanya. Yes. And now, the previous question they asked was how many verses ago? They had asked a question kind of 3 verses ago. But now they're justifying different reasons why they want to hear about Krishna. Yes. And now they're going to give a pinch to all the leaders, to the sorry, readers. All the readers are going to get a pinch that who will not hear about Krishna? Yes. Who is that person? Now, sometimes people ask, Hare Krishna, do you know me? Oh, Prabhu, who does not know you? Who will not know him? People ask like that. Okay. So today's menu is a very special pav bhaji and gulab jamun. Oh, who will not go for prasad? Who is that person who will not go for prasad? Oh, there is beautiful darshan, special darshan, Sarat Purnima darshan of the Lordships. Oh, who will not go for darshan today? We tend to ask this question, right? Similarly, imagine there is His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada going to give today's Bhagavatam class. Who will not come for the Bhagavatam class? The whole ISKCON will be here. It should be here, ideally. So that way, who will not hear about Krishna? So that is the reason they are telling. They gave two reasons. We want to hear about Krishna. Number one, in 14th, why? Because his name is feared by the fear personified. Then the reason in 15th verse is devotees are more powerful purifying agents than even Ganges. Then who will not want to hear about Krishna? Finally, they are like fed up of giving enough reasons. They are going to make this reason. They are just going to kind of say, you, if you're not able hear, not going to hear about Krishna, your lives are waste. It's useless. Don't live. Something to that effect. तो वा भगवतस्तस्य पुण्यश्लोकेऽद्य कर्मणा शुद्धिकामो न शृण्येत् यशः कलिमलापहम्. All right. The age of Kali. What is the age of Kali? The age of Kali is malapaham. Mala. It's an age of mala. Okay? Mala. Suppose you come in contact with something impure. I don't want to give examples of what's impure. But suppose you come in contact with something which is impure, what will you do? Please tell me, what would you do? I don't know if you have experience. Hare Krishna, you're coming very enthusiastically, you're going on the road. And imagine there is a bird which flies from the top. You understand what I'm coming to. Quack, quack, and drops something on you. Mahaprasad. The bird drops something on your body, on your face, on your clothes. What are you going to do? Chant. Nice answer. Hari bol, we chant. Thank you, Prabhu, for that Mahaprasad. Thoroughly clean ourselves, bathe, purify, try to clean. Yes, we want some purifying agent because we understand this is impurity, this is dirt. We need that impurity to be removed by some purifying agent. So that purifying agent, Kali Malapaham, we are looking for that apaham. Where is the purifying agent? What to do? In this world, purifying agents, they differ to the degree of impurity. If there is a minor, just a little bit of dirt, we can just dust it off, right? The purifying agent can be our hand. Dust it off. Something a little bit more. Okay, we use something called detergent. More, it's much more intense, something like a grease that sticks to our cloth. We need to do dry cleaning using kerosene, etc., different agents. But what if you're not able to see that impurity? The impurities of a subtle nature, namely kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsari. These are all the impurities. What are we going to do? Where is that purifying agent? Right? And given that you're Shuddhi Kamaha, everyone is Shuddhi Kama. We want to be clean. Shuddhi is purity, Kama is desire. So we really are desiring to be clean. So, Kova Bhagavatas Tasya. Kova, who is that person? Na Shrunyat, who does not listen to what? Bhagavatas Tasya Punya Shlokede Karmana. The Supreme Lord's wonderful pastimes, karmana, pastimes, which are glorified in Punya Shlokedi, in very pure shlokas, in choice poetry. Yes. Who is that person who will not listen to the supreme glory of the Supreme Lord's divine transcendental Leelas, who is wanting to be pure from the ill effects of Kali. Yasha is his glories. Yash means glories. Got the question? Got the point? That's what these sages are trying to say. Who is there desiring deliverance from the vices of the age of quarrel? Yes. This age of Kali, lot of anarthas are there floating around. So he has desire to get rid of these vices and is not willing to hear the virtuous glories of Lord. Who is that such a person? Is there anyone who is not willing to hear? Which means, what are they trying to say? In this age of Kali Yuga, Srimad Bhagavatam, that is the pure glories of Krishna, are the only hope for us. It is the easy way. There is no other way. Many times when we book distributors, we have to go through different situations. Sometimes we are at very pious villages, where as soon as they see somebody in saffron clad, the whole village comes with all their paraphernalia to worship. They come with ghee lamps, they come with flowers, people come with rice, come with sabjis, people come with donations, people say, please stay at our home. They come with so many things. And some places we go, sometimes we feel that we are not in India, we are in some other country altogether. We are in a totally materialistic environment. People are just looking through you. They're least bothered about Krishna. It's a very tempting environment for the mind where your mind is convincing you of sense gratification. So we have been in both extremes. So in either case, what would Prabhupada's disciples do? We just followed in the footsteps of Prabhupada disciples. The Prabhupada's disciples, whenever they would go for bus party, they would distribute books. And when they are not distributing books, they're all within reading the Krishna book, the glories of Krishna, Krishna Katha. So all the first 9 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam are thoroughly making us qualified or preparing our consciousness to hear that Amala Katha of Krishna, the glories of Krishna which are going to come in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. That's the whole purpose of the first 9 cantos. So we are getting prepared. So that's the only hope. Krishna Katha is the only hope for all of us. And Prabhupada knew very well he might not uh, be able to complete the treatise of Srimad Bhagavatam fully. So thus he gave us the Krishna book. Yes. And it's a very amazing habit to read Krishna book before going to bed. You know what happens then? You get Krishna dreams. Krishna comes in your dreams. Prabhuji, I get very bad dreams. I get very lusty dreams. Many of them come and complain. You tell them very simple solution that Prabhupada gave. Read Krishna book before you take rest and you will get lovely dreams of Krishna. Krishna will come in your dreams. Try it. It works. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. There are 3 themes in the purport. Mainly we'll focus on this, good and foolish leaders, which means leaders and misleaders. Who can get out of the complications of this age? Let's find out. And why Kali Yuga is a condemned age. We know this more than all these sages. Okay, why Kali Yuga is a condemned age? Why? Let's find out. The age of Kali is the most condemned age due to its quarrelsome features. Kali Yuga is so saturated with vicious habits. I think this should be 2 different points, right? Vicious habits. Let's discuss one by one. Quarrelsome features. You find ideally family members. You know what is material pleasure according to Shastra? Material pleasure is not sex life or eating. Material pleasure as per Shastras is good relationships. How many of you have an experience that no matter how much people have invested in each other for a long time, 10 years, 12 years, 20 years, one small conflict and the relationship is finished? Happens. Yeah. That's the nature of Kali. People do not want to focus on the good things that the relationship has given. One small conflict, it's gone. You know how Rupa Goswami defines love? He says love in a relationship is when there is every possibility for relationship to break, but it doesn't break. That is called as love. It's in general. So that means there are 108 reasons, many repeatedly, but the relationship doesn't break, it becomes sweeter. Love is not when everything is going on well. But in the age of Kali Yuga, you find people are very quarrelsome. They quarrel. And the quarrels last for generations. This happens actually in India sometimes, I'll just tell you. So people come to somebody's home, please come to our house, but don't go to that person's house. Why don't you go your neighbors? No, if you want to keep relationship with us, you will not go to that house. Why? Because our great grandfather's great grandfather was abused by that person's great grandfather's great grandfather. That is why we don't go to the house. So quarrel, the people want to continue the quarrel, right? If you look at the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, 14th chapter, Yudhishthir Maharaj sees very inauspicious omens and he suspects Krishna has disappeared. And you know what is one of the omen? Husband and wife are fighting. Now we hear this omen, we'll say, what big deal? That happens in everyone's home. This is natural, normal. No, it was not normal in other times. Yudhishthir Maharaj is shocked. He's telling Bhim, just look, husband and wife are fighting with each other. And even Bhima is astonished. He's spellbound. He's not able to say anything. So that's one symptom of Kali. Two people are supposed to be the best of friends, the thickest of friends. They're fighting. This is something shocking. Brothers are fighting. Yeah, these are all big things for Yudhishthira Maharaj, which means that this is the symptom of Kali, quarrel. And same thing happens with all of us. Kali, Sange Shakti Kali Yuge. In Kali Yuga, the Satsanga, the association is going to give us strength, Bhakti Shakti. If you want Bhakti Shakti, the strength for performing Bhakti, I get because of all of you. It's a fact. Why every day come to the Bhagavatam class? I'm selfish. I want every one of your blessings because that is going to give me strength to chant. That's fact. You like even 1% of what I'm trying to speak, you will bless me. And with that blessing, I'll be able to chant nicely. That's the reason I'm here. I'm very selfish, right? Everyone should be spiritually selfish. Nate vidu swartha gatim hi Vishnu. For Krishna consciousness, we have to be selfish, right? So Yudhishthira Maharaj is surprised. So these are quarrels. So similarly, we are in association, we quarrel with devotees also. Experience? Okay. And when we are not in association of devotees, then there is the second quality, which is hypocrisy, vicious habits. What are the vicious habits we have? What are vicious habits? Gossiping, scrolling. Yeah, this wouldn't be there in any Shastra. Regulative principles. Hard speech, backbiting, prajalpa. Yes, vicious habits we tend to have. What all of you are listing down is yes, oversleeping, overeating. Vicious habits are those habits which can destroy our bhakti. When we are alone, we are exhibiting vicious habits, hypocrisy. And when we are in association, we quarrel with devotees. What should we do? Nature of Kali Yuga. Yes, nature of Kali Yuga. There is a great fight and at the slightest misunderstanding. Slightest misunderstanding is a great fight. What fight? There can be wars. People want to fight. Usually war or fighting is the last option. Krishna, can you imagine how much patience they had? They gave 17 chances to Duryodhan knowing that this person is going to be unreasonable. But still, they gave chance. Please improve. Please change. Lord Ramachandra gave chance to Ravana. My dear Ravana, please change. He could have finished him on the ninth day. He didn't change. Why do people not change or why people do not get subdued? Because that's the nature of demon. They don't want to change. They want to remain where they are. Next. Who can get out of the complications in this age? Number one, those who are engaged in the pure devotional service of Lord. Yes. So if we want to get out of complications of the age, we need to be engaged in pure devotional service. But Prabhuji, we are not pure devotees. What to do? That's why we have to read Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. There are three types of pure devotees: Sadhana Bhaktas, Bhava Bhaktas, and Prema Bhaktas. So Sadhana Bhakti is pure devotee in practice. Bhava Bhakta is pure devotee in ecstasy. And Prema Bhakta is pure devotee in love. This is our aspiration. This is also pure devotee. And if you read Rupa Goswami, he says very clearly, one who follows the 64 limbs of devotional service under the direction of the spiritual master, Guru's guidance, is a pure devotee in practice. And today is Guru Purnima. So under the guidance of spiritual master, we can also practice. We are taking instructions from Prabhupada, our spiritual masters, our immediate authorities, and performing service and sadhana under their guidance. Yes, we can also be pure devotees, but it should be devoid of sense gratification, karma, jnana. Karma mentality is mentality to possess material things. Jnana mentality is to enjoy material as well as so-called spiritual service. No, we can relish bhakti, but doesn't mean I'm doing bhakti because it is giving me enjoyment. That is a jnani tendency. Even if it doesn't give enjoyment, we should still do. That is sadhana bhakti. And yogi tendency is I am going to do bhakti because I'm going to get some powers. Siddhi. This is controllership mentality. So sadhana bhakti is anya bhilashita shunyam jnana karma dhyana anukulena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttama. Those very famous words of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, first wave. That's the Purva Vibhag, first chapter, shloka number 11. 1111. Without any desire for second thing, without any desire for self-aggrandizement. We are not here to show off to others. Self-aggrandizement means you show off our own bhakti. I know 1,000 shlokas. I have read the whole Srimad Bhagavatam. I know Chaitanya Charitamrita. I know more than you. I did this seva. I did that seva. I brought 100 people to Krishna consciousness, all Westerners. So this is self-aggrandizement. This will spoil everything. So Prabhupada's instructions are very clear. If you do sense-aggrandizement, Hare Krishna, Kali has already entered. So pure devotion service without this. If there is a desire for self-aggrandizement also, glorify pure devotees. I was recently with His Grace Amoglila Prabhu. As I had gone to meet him in Delhi. So I was just discussing with him, Prabhu, you're a senior devotee to me. Can you please tell me how can I improve my service? He told me just do what you're doing and please understand what you're doing. You're not, Prabhupada is doing everything. Then you will be perfect. That's what he told me. I said, it's a nice realization. He gave it spontaneously. He did not prepare for his answer. Prabhupada, then I said, Prabhu, I'm really inspired by the good work you're doing. Prabhu, I'm not doing. Prabhupada is doing. Right? So that way self-aggrandizement tendency is gone. Who are freed from the effects of fruitive actions and dry speculation. That's what karma and jnana. The effects. What are the effects of that? The effects of fruitive action is possessing mentality, proprietorship, and this is enjoyment, material enjoyment. Then we get out of the age of Kali. Wow. Prabhupada's secret is amazing secret. So we will take care of this. Next, going to today's topic. Good and foolish leaders. I'm calling it leaders and misleaders. So first of all, who is a leader? Prabhupada defines very clearly. Leader is one who really is anxious for the people. They want people to live in peace and friendship. Yes, he's a leader. A person who doesn't have this vision, he has exploitative vision. Who I will take posts and positions so that I will get things done from everyone. I'll squeeze everyone out and I will increase my quantum of enjoyment. That fellow is not fit to be leader. He's rascal. He's number one asura, demoniac person. But leader means now here Prabhupada is talking about good person. So he's a good leader. He's anxious. His concern is good. But foolish leaders, many of them do not have information. They don't have information of simple method of hearing the glories of Lord. Very simple method. Just hear the glories of Lord. That's it. But they don't know. They are called as foolish leaders. It is said that Srimad Bhagavatam will be accepted by the most intelligent person. Who is taking Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very intelligent person. Right? Very intelligent person. So if you see, many times this is how we go and tell the leaders. We meet the leaders of society and they say, please take this Srimad Bhagavatam. The intelligent person, the class of people, they will take up Srimad Bhagavatam. They are the ones. So when somebody is reading Bhagavatam, Yajanti Sumedasha is very intelligent. So those of you coming to the Srimad Bhagavatam class are very intelligent. Thank you for choosing to be very intelligent. Because you are prioritizing. This is a priority. You're supposed to be here. This is ought to be done. And each and every one of you hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, you will all become natural leaders. Correct? So people who have no information, you're supposed to hear. So you have this information. How many of you have this information? Without having information, you wouldn't have come. So the very fact that you're having this information, you come to Srimad Bhagavatam class shows that you are all leaders, good leaders, not foolish leaders. Congratulations. That's something to feel good about. So that's what even I would say is there is Vishwambhar Kripa Prabhu. The first thing he said was, Prabhu, what should I do? I've come to your yatra. I'm here for a few, about 3-4 months. What should I be doing? He said, Prabhu, start Bhagavatam class. Jai. Perfect. Good leader. He's encouraging Srimad Bhagavatam. Let the preaching of Bhagavatam happen. We started with, you know, I remember the first time, my first online class. Yes, Bhagavad Gita, first sloka, first verse. It started with one lady who had come. There were two people offline and one person online. That's how we started. But something came where who nobody's coming, leave it. No, everything starts small. You go on. There was only one class a day, one person, two. Now, by Lord's mercy, we have so many devotees with so much of eagerness that every class is like, many, many devotees come. 50, 60 odd devotees come in 3, 4 classes. Why? Because that eagerness to hear, it will grow. Krishna is like Matsya Avatar. Matsya came small and then eventually Matsya. So if we keep giving Krishna, then Krishna will grow. Of course, we are not in Bhagavatam class, we are not giving Bhagavatam. We are doing something else. Initially, people may come for some kind of entertainment, but yenatma suprasidati. This will not be pleasing to soul. Then eventually you'll find people being vanishing, 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 because they are not getting nourishment for soul. Krishna is not there. Something else is there. It may initially shoot up, but later on everyone leaves. Oh, this is not Krishna. This is Maya. I will not come. Paramatma will not inspire. On the other hand, we keep giving Krishna, it will grow. So why am I telling you all this? Is you come for Srimad Bhagavatam class, you're getting knowledge. My one request to all of you, rather, some of you made incognito Guru Purnima wishes. I think this is all Guru Purnima if should offer it to Srila Prabhupada. Yes, we dedicate this to Srila Prabhupada. Let us all, each and every one of us in this meeting, not in this meeting, who are here at the recording, who is watching it at YouTube, my request, as an offering to Prabhupada, let us all at least start one weekly reading class, even online, for at least one person. Is that achievable? One reading class once a week for maybe half an hour, even if it means one person. That's all. Can we do that much? Some may say, Prabhu, we are not technological, we are not very much advanced. All right. I make it even more simple. Now, for them, the clause is a little different. Try to read the Prabhupada's book with at least one family members of yours who's receptive once a week. Can we do this much? Yeah. This is one small thing. Just start. Who will come? We don't know who will come. Start. I also started like that. There's one girl online and two people offline. And I was looking here and there and we started. And slowly the forum grew. Yes. Slowly the forum started growing. It will grow. You don't have to worry about number. Because at the end of the day, at least one person is liberated. Who is that? We ourselves. Yes. I've done my job. Prabhupada is happy with me. We try. Yes. Prabhu, I went out for book distribution. Not even one book went. The reply came, one person has been delivered. Who, Prabhu? You, Prabhu. Because you did. That's that's what matters. On the contrary, such leaders are opposed to the propagation of glories of Lord. Yes, these are foolish leaders who try to stop Bhagavatam. What are you teaching? Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavatam? No, not allowed. Banned. So there are countries, I don't want to name, they scan through if you're carrying some religious books. Because books are the basis. If you don't have books, what will you preach? So they scan. And you know the first time how devotees got Bhagavad Gita into? So they had one copy of Bhagavad Gita they needed. And their plan was we'll go there, hack some printing press, start in local languages and print the books. But for that one book has to come in. Those days, no soft copy. Now soft copy has come, we can carry everything. But those days there was no soft copy. So devotees went and they had a strategy. They took a dog and they were going inside the car. So this person, I'm not dramatizing it. I'm keeping it very short because I want to complete more points from Prabhupada's purpose. So they literally fought with the authorities of the country. This dog is getting in. Let me see who's stopping. The authority says, no, this dog cannot go. This dog is coming. No. First, Sama. This dog, please, Sama. Second, Dama. What do you want? How much do you want to take this dog? Dama. Then Bheda. If you don't, we will really, rebel. We'll cause a lot of commotion here. No. Danda. we'll bash you. Nothing worked. Fine said, all right, we will not take the dog. We'll leave the dog here. But they had created such a drama, such a fuss, that they kept the dog there, but they did not check. As a result, Bhagavad Gita entered in the country and devotees like Haribol. This is how devotees have struggled to get books across such places. But we are getting it so easily. So there is anti-propagation, no Shastra, no class. You cannot preach publicly. If you find out you're preaching or you're discussing Shastra, you will be shot dead or you'll be deported from the country. You'll be sent back to your country. So this is what anti-propagation, asuric propagation. These are asuras, leaders. In other words, foolish leaders want to completely deny the existence. This is one more step. They don't, their God doesn't exist. So some class of people, they came, oh, pray to God for bread. The people went, oh Father, thou art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, give us our daily bread. Did you get bread? No, we did not get. You ask us for bread. Yes, give us bread. Take it. We gave you. So is there God? No, there is no God. Yes, no, there is no God. We are only gods. So this kind of propaganda people make, the misleaders. Yet they deny the existence of God. In the name of secular state, such leaders are enacting various plans every year. But by the insurmountable intricacies of the material nature, all these plans for progress are being constantly frustrated. They have no eyes to see that their attempts at peace and friendship are failing. But the hint here is the hint to get over the hurdle. If we want actual peace, we must open the road to understanding Supreme Lord Krishna and glorify Him for his various activities as they are depicted in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. So all plans of peace and friendship will fail. United Nations was formed in 1948, and since then, how many more nations have sprung up? So it's United Nations or divided nations? Yes, many countries are coming up. The number of flags have increased. United Nations means there has to be one flag, Ram Rajya, something like that. But here the divided nations. It is not United Nations. Can I tell you a story of Prabhupada last time? Once there was a particular hole, a kind of hole, maybe for the exhaust fan or something like that, in Prabhupada's room. So in that hole, Prabhupada observed that some birds are coming and trying to build a nest. So Prabhupada told the devotee, block it. They put a paper. They easily hit the paper, damaged it, and started building nest. Prabhupada said, do more. So they put some kind of cardboard. This bird got its mate, and both of them pushed the cardboard, and they started building nest. Then they finally decided to seal it completely with cement, etc. Now the birds had nowhere to go. So Prabhupada asked his servant a question. You see, they did not see. And servant was bewildered. He said, purport by his divine grace. Please give purport to this. So he was trying to say, you see, they saw you but didn't see you. And he said, Prabhupada, you're confusing me more. Prabhupada wanted to say that although they were trying to see you, that means they could see. Birds can see us, right? But they were not trying to see that you were putting soil in their plants. You were completely trying to discard all that. They were trying to make plan. You discarded it. You're disposing all the plans that they were trying to make. Similarly, we living entities, we cannot see that Maya is actually making all our plans into failure. Yes, Maya is like that servant of Prabhupada in this analogy. And those birds are like those jivas trying to make some plan to be happy, peace, friendship. But Maya is constantly thwarting all those plans. So all material plans for success, happiness, friendship, they are bound to fail because Maya, that's her job. That's her job to fail it. Then what's the hope? The hope is glories of Krishna. Because where there is glories of Krishna, there cannot be Maya. Krishna Surya Sama, Maya hoya andakar, yaha Krishna hoite tayani Maya ra adhikar. As soon as the sun rises, there cannot be darkness. All right. Before we close for today, I will not be taking any questions today for a reason. I'll be closing early. I would like to announce, please wait, there's an announcement. Uh, I have another group. Usually that group is for those in India, and the lectures are usually, or I would say 99% in Hindi language. But today we are very fortunate that His Holiness Sundar Chaitanya Swami Maharaj is lecturing in that group. So he's discussing on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, shloka number 30. So although Maharaj is Indian bodied, he's from Mauritius, he doesn't know Hindi. So he'll be lecturing in English and I'll be translating it in Hindi. So it's going to be a half an hour lecture followed by maybe 10-15 minutes of question answers. So it's starting exactly in 1 hour from now. I can give you all the link, and it would be wonderful if some of you who are free, you're available, you can try to come there to get association of His Holiness on the Chaitanya Maharaj. Right? You're most welcome there. So I wanted to spend this 2 minutes to just glorify this pure person who's coming, such an advanced devotee. He's taking out time and coming for us. And do not worry, eventually I'll try to bring him to this forum also. It's my attempt. He will try to bring him here. So thank you very much once again for your lovely presence, enthusiastic participation, and just being wonderful devotees and being very intelligent leaders. Please note my homework. Once a week, half an hour, 1% at least online, one reading. Please try it and you will feel a very serious meaning in life. Thank you all very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samast Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. See you all after 1 hour. See some of you after 1 hour. Rest of you will keep meeting. Hare Krishna.